baby. Boom. Rise and shine. Let's get some shine in here. Ooh. It's a beautiful sunshine this morning, and I'm here at the casa. Everybody's over here. You still scaring the cats? Yeah. So I'm in my room, my little $14 US dollars a night room, and I'm grateful to have this room. I'm grateful to be safe. I'm grateful for the people that live in the back. I'm grateful for it all. But not for 1 second has it not occurred to me that there's an imbalance. And that's why this morning marijuana motivation is about modern day slavery. See, I rent this place, and they rent their place back here. Now, as you can tell, it's a little bit different than what I got here. And it's interesting how I can get a fan and not right now air conditioning or heated water or something to this effect. There's my heated water through the electricity. But it's a privilege to have these things. It is not given. It's earned, and it's only earned because I was born in America. Now let me show you what I'm talking about. Go head out to the beach, but I wanted to have this conversation with you so you can hear my speech. Every morning I get up, it's reach, preach, and teach, and that's what Marky Saint's all about at Saint's Addiction. See, as soon as I leave my house, this is what I see. Poverty. I see the same gentleman here. I see clothes on a string. I see brick with concrete. I see illegitimate electricity. And yes, even sometimes I see chickens. There's a cat, crows, and even donkeys. That's just part of, oh shit, that door flew way open, the poverty. And I needed to have this conversation because is that we still believe in modern day slavery. And the reason I say this is because the haves, me, and the have-nots, them, have such a stark difference of existence that I wanted to actually show people what does it look like when I leave in the morning. You can see the trash. Normally there's a cow, there's the chicken. There's some people always sitting. We're lucky to have even fans, little small businesses, weird rooftops, trash thrown, and you'd be like, well, that's their decision, that's their life. What's up, guys? And unfortunately, this is our belief system. And the truth is that we keep people down. And it's such a weird mentality, but it's true. As human beings, we're so afraid of being poor that we don't mind other people being poor as long as we have money. And unfortunately, what's up, man? Unfortunately, we don't see it that way. We see ourselves as in the struggle. Your boy Marky Saint hustled to get an education, paid for my own college education in America, paid for my own way, started my business from nothing, had the ability because I was in America to have a business. And then I come to some place like Brazil, and you soon shall see the inequality. See, this is the real part of the city. This is what I see in the morning. This is their school, their gym. That's a crow flying over. And soon, as you will see, when I walk to the plastic on the ground, when I walk to the rich part of the city where everybody spends their money, I see the difference. I see these old ladies carrying their own bags. I see them paying the price for the disparity between the haves and have-nots, and we don't seem to mind. As long as I'm at the beach on time, life's all good with me. But I don't live that way. I believe in egalitarianism. I believe that we all should be equal. Equal in education, equal in healthcare, and equal in prosperity. But that's not what happens. In fact, I was watching it this morning with one of the Georgian runoff senators. Literally made in one day his salary what it takes one of his employees the whole year to make. And he was like, well, I paid for my college education. It's the same. The guy's like, you're lying. College rates have soared. And he was lying. By the time I was paying $62 a credit at my college education, it equally became $220. I don't know, is that 3 or 4 times the markup, but it's true. And unfortunately, that's what we do. We go, well, I earned it. You better work harder. And the fact is like, there's no way in hell that they can work 6 times harder. There's no way in hell that they can make it all in 1 year. It's not mathematically possible. See, I'm looking at yesterday buying my coconut. And the guy was like, oh, you rich, you from America, you make it in the dollar. And I was like, nah, man, I'm used to paying 5 reals, it's $1 for 1 coconut. Now it's 6 reals. And I was like, nah, man, you gotta charge me 5, you gotta charge me 5. And he busts out his phone, right? And he goes, beep, boop, beep, boop, boop, here's the exchange rate right now. And I was like, damn, it's 5 to 1, US dollars to Brazilian reais. And then I was like, okay, look up euros. It's $6.23. That means you have to work 6.23 times as hard to get the one run reais for the $1 and or the equality of it. And it's such a stark difference, you guys. It's such a sad truth that we still practice modern day slavery, that we still do uneven trades. I was watching it this morning about the African people selling themselves or selling their cohorts or whatever into slavery. And they asked them, what did they sell it for? Now we're starting to get to the rich part of the neighborhood. And they were selling it for shirts, gold rim hats, silverware, trinkets, y'all, trinkets. And this is what happens when you have unbalanced trade. You push people further down. You don't let them come back up. It's not like we're profit sharing with the people. No, we take advantage of them. I come to their country, get to relax for a month for something that would have cost me XYZ in America, and I get away with it. I come to the rich part of the side of this city, as you call it a city, and then all of a sudden you start seeing the disparity. You start seeing 2-story buildings. You start seeing electricity. You start seeing Rockley put. The reason I'm having this conversation is because we go inside of our ego and we say, okay, well, I earned it. I deserve these numbers. I deserve to be able to spend. Here's the disparity right there. We deserve to be able to spend whatever I want because I want my girlfriend to have a bathing suit. I want us to stay in a nice place. And this is what we're about to see. So this gentleman has to work in the sun, barefooted, hustling to all the rich folks because they kind of get to come here and spend what they want. And here's us, all at the same ocean, but not always staying at the same place. And this is why I had to have this conversation. It's modern day slavery. We literally work our asses off in America too. We got people that, again, work all year round for something someone can make in 1 day. And that we don't even see it that way. We're just still on that work harder, work smarter mentality. And the facts are, not all of us are 6'4", 240-pound LeBron Jameses. Not all of us are Arnold Schwarzeneggers that can make our lives, our bodies bigger than they should be humanly possible. But that's what happens. We literally put it in the hands of the people that barely made it, the 1% of the 1% of the 1%, and call it hard work, when the truth is 99% of us live back here and have to work our asses off, have our moms work our asses off, our grandmothers work their asses off, only to see the stark difference between the haves. Yep, that's grass. That's perfectly manicured lawn. That's a security guard. And you're about to see a fucking swimming pool dripping from the top to the bottom. And that's the have-nots. That's right. I'm living with the have-nots and I've noticed it. I'm not blind. It's a beautiful view. I'm not unaware. And neither is this child as he walks past all this privilege and pomp and circumstance. He gets to watch grass grow on perfectly manicured lawns, knowing damn well that he has to go to his mom's and eat rice and beans. And that's what I'm talking about. We eat lobster and steak, and they're over here eating chicken and pork, and we don't care. We literally watch and go, well, maybe they didn't work as hard, or maybe they should have got a college education, or that's their lot in life. And that's exactly the same thought as what was happening with the slaves. We literally said, yo, I don't give a fuck. They made the trade. I just need cheap hands of labor. I need your hours. I need your back. I need your sweat. I need your tears so I can be rich. And and as long as I'm rich, everything's okay, because then I won't be treated like I'm treating you. And that's the mentality. We don't even see it that way. We're like, well, they're the ones that didn't get an education, and they're the ones that are going to prisons at an extreme rate, and all this is on their own. And I'm going, shaking my head like, are you kidding me right now? This is some white privilege shit right here. This is on some, your daddy kept somebody as a slave, grandpa's grandpa got the come up of a lifetime, because guess what it's called? Inherited wealth, right? Ownership, prosperity. We don't give everybody the same shake. Instead, we give them the shit end of the stick. And in case you don't know where the shit end of the stick comes from, it comes from Rome, where they used to put a sponge on the end of a stick and wipe their ass with it. And that's what we do. We wipe our ass with slavery. We go, oh, that's on them. They're gonna have to live their lives, and as long as I have my fresh coconuts, fuck it, right? I'm calling out the truth. That's what Saints Addiction does. I tell the truth on myself, the addictions I have, my behavior, and modern day slavery. So most people, they don't want to talk about the hours for dollars. They don't want to talk about the hookerism that we have to endure as regular human beings. We are treated like whores because they want our time. They want to keep staying on top and keep pushing us on the bottom, and it's mathematically impossible to get to the other side. So as somebody that finally made it to the other side, somebody that actually made it on a safety boat in the Titanic, right? Let's see if that made it in the boat. They could have put 60 grown-ass men in that boat, but instead they only had 12 to 15 people. And that's what we do. We'd rather save ourselves than to save us all. And I don't get it. I don't understand why we keep doing it. I don't understand why people even throw trash in their own environment. I don't understand why we can't have healthcare universally, and I mean universal basic income too, where we can all share the wealth, where we can all be a part of the system, a better system where everyone gets to feed off of it. Not just a few individual folks, not just the privileged, but the everyone, the everyday man and woman, they get a chance to be what they want to be and do what they want to do in their lives. And that's so important. It makes us better human beings. And that's all it's about for Saints, is us being better human beings. And a better human being shares in the profit. A better human being gives of the spoils. Excuse my burp. And better human beings realize that we have been living a privileged life with our $5,000, $2,000, $3,000 joy rides. We can do as much as we want and rent that in a day with somebody. Yeah, let's just take pictures and ignore the fact that there's someone over there right behind that dude in the thing grinding on the fucking hull of a boat with the shirt off, ill-prepared with half-ass electricity and half-ass equipment. And we're like, come on, man, work your ass off. You know how long it's gonna take that dude to finish that boat? How long it's gonna take him to earn what it takes for that dude to get his kite surf on? And there's so many rich people. They'd be like, oh, it's so cheap here. I remember the girl saying it the other night, and I'm like, yeah, from your pedestal above, it's cheap. But for those that are working their asses off, for the asses, was the girls filming it, asses off, we don't see it that way. It's not gonna be the same, because we're working more hours and we're losing less sleep, and we're losing our self-respect, because we'll never get a chance to be free. And anytime that there's an imbalance, and it's like your boy Martin Luther King said, injustice somewhere is an injustice everywhere. And your boy Saint's shouting it out. So before it gets too loud with this music and the wind, I let you go with this. Battle back. It's not fair. And it's not going to be fair till we make it fair. So we all have to fight this fight. Let's fight it together. Saints Addiction, share, like, subscribe. Make sure other people hear this, because there is still slavery in the 21st century. And I called it out here at Saints Addiction. If you believe it to be true, comment with me. These people don't know, but these people do. And there's a stark difference between the haves and have-nots. And I will now allow that to happen while I'm still alive. Peace and love. And I'll see you on the other side.